fighter that's been talking for so long, and I could fight, I could box, I could throw these hands, I'll knock them out, but they've never actually stepped into the ring and had to fight. That's how a lot of Christians are in America. That's why when we seen the little stuff that we seen happen over the last couple of years, we saw people didn't really believe what they was preaching. We saw people didn't really believe what they was singing. And that's why there's about to be a shift. How can you be a Christian and trying to avoid controversy when we living in the middle of Sodom and Gomorrah? How do you claim to be a prophet and we got all these Ahabs and Jezebels running around, but you trying to avoid controversy? If you speak truth in the middle of lies and deception, you're going to have controversy. You're going to have backlash. See, this narrative that people have created in America about what Christianity is supposed to be and what it isn't, what it's supposed to, not supposed to be, is false. The way that we've painted Jesus is false. Jesus was about that life. Elijah was about that life. Elisha was about that life. John the Baptist was about that life. The apostles was about that life. David wanted all the smoke. You don't want the smoke. So you've tried to recreate Christianity because you're trying to build a brand. You're trying to build your business. You're trying to build your name. You're trying to build your bank account. You ain't trying to build the kingdom. You're trying to build you. And you don't want anything to get in the way of that or mess it up. So then we hide behind this thing. Oh, it's wisdom. Nah, it ain't wisdom. You a punk. Oh, that guy is just controversial. No, they about that life and you not about that life. And you don't want to come around them because you don't want to get exposed. Put these people in a room and you're going to see who's who. Because one thing is, when you got the oil, you got the oil. A lot of people know Bible. And they got the right theology, but they're not living a holy life. They're not living. I've seen it. The church is so fake a lot of times. People got the right theology, but you sleeping around, fornicating, committing adultery. Y'all don't even agree with each other. And so it's like, y'all want me to pick a gang to join. Oh, over here we got the Baptists, we got the Trinitarians, we got this ones, we got the Pentecostals, we got this, the Lutherans, we got all these different, groups. But within these groups, y'all don't even agree with each other on everything. Within these groups, all of them are compromised. All of them have hypocrisy, but then we act like we don't. Why would I do that when I know that I'm good with God? When I can go directly to God, pray, check in, and he continues to bless everything that I'm building. Why would I bow to a man to get a man's approval, to get a man's religious thumbs up, for them to back me? If God is already backing me and he's building everything that I'm blessing, I don't got to play those stupid religious games. And that's the problem. We've been playing those religious games and those political games in the church for too long because we're trying to build a brand. I'm not trying to build a brand. I'm trying to do the Father's will. And I want him to say, well done, my good and faithful servant, not just in the end, but on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day of my life. Well done, my good and faithful servant. You did what I wanted you to do today. And God is about to raise up some people. I'm telling you, a shift is coming, just like from Moses to Joshua. All right, we're going to see, we're going from the King Sauls to the King Davids. There's a lot of King Sauls who not like that, who represent Christianity, and God is about to expose them. Because we're living in such crazy times. We don't need no weak leaders. We need some real Elijahs and real, everybody's a prophet. Everybody got the mantle of Elijah and Elijah, but y'all don't speak up about what's going on. Makes no sense, because if Elijah was here, he'd speak up. If Elisha was here, he'd speak up. If John the Baptist was here, he would speak up. If Paul was here, I said this years ago, but then, other people said, and it's trendy and, we like them, but Paul would have written several letters to the American church. Guess what? We've been doing several videos, same thing, but people don't want to hear it. Oh, we don't want to hear that from Marcus Rogers. It don't matter if what he's saying is true. I don't like him. I don't like how he look. I don't like how he talk. I don't like how he do things. That's people's problem. You got to love the truth regardless. When people come to me, I always listen. Let me see if it's true. No matter what they saying or whatever, or who they are, is what they're saying true? And then number two, if you ain't got no oil, guess what? I don't gotta listen to nothing you say, because people got a lot of head knowledge. People got a lot of ideas. Everybody thinks that they're right. Right? But one thing I know is the oil costs you something. So I listen for that authority in the spirit when people speak. And if they don't got that authority, I don't gotta listen to you. I don't care about your opinion, because obviously you really not like that in the spirit. And people feel that's disrespectful. People feel that's arrogant. Look, Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. People have been saying all kinds of stuff about me for years, but everything by the grace of God, we just keep building. He keeps blessing. Every time we have church, the presence of God is there so strong. And we have something that's not in a lot of churches. So why would I listen to what you got to say when you don't have what we got? And I'm not saying we're the only ones, but you got to understand my perspective. There's all these people in Christianity that they want you to join their gang, join their clique, or I need to know your theology, to know. If you don't know by the Spirit who people are, you need to grow in the Spirit. You're not like that. If you go look at the other video that I did today talking about the, Ruslan, Maverick City and all that kind of stuff, you can know who people are in the Spirit. You can know where they stand in the Spirit if you walk in the Spirit. But a lot of people don't. And that's why there's so much confusion. That's why you got a lot of people who they're in the right theology, or they're in the Bible, but they're not in the Spirit. They got all this head knowledge, but they're not in the Spirit. That's the problem with the church. If we was all moving in the Spirit, we'd see who is who really fast, and we have unity a lot faster. But we're not doing that. We're looking through the lens of religion, looking through the lens of tradition, looking through the lens of I'm trying to build my brand. But guess what? God about to flip the tables, and he about to raise up some people, and they just going to be about that life. And the way that they move and the way that they preach and teach, they're going to say, this is what the Lord says. And guess what? I don't care who don't like it. And God is going to back them up because they're going to have the oil and the authority behind their words. There's going to be a weight to it. A lot of people preaching ain't no weight. A lot of people teaching ain't no weight. A lot of people singing ain't no weight. God is going to raise up the carriers of the oil, and it's going to expose a lot of people because we're living in some crazy times. You're going to see. If you agree, type amen. Go to www.marcusrogersministries.org if you want to support what we're doing here in Chicago. Go stream the Deeper Waters 2 album. Go stream the new worship song, Saved. You can put Saved by Marcus Rogers. I got a lot of people collaborating on it. It's a beautiful song. And man, we're getting ready to release some worship music that is just, I'm so excited. So I love you guys. I appreciate